Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. Lilou and Squirmimi have been fired. There are two Globie talents who have been in the news a bit, on my news at least. Lilou was told that she couldn't do any singing streams, any ASMR type streams, any type of streams like that for a while. If I remember, about a week or so ago, Squirmimi was also told to apologize for something she said when Pippa Pebblesworth was graduating, and I believe it was Pippa Pebblesworth, and also just all these things are coming up, and it has me very, very angry. I do not like when companies do this. I wanted to give Globie the benefit of the doubt, but before then, as you know, if you've seen my videos, I was still treating them as a black company because of what they were doing. You don't do this to talents all of a sudden and say that you are an amazing company. Now here is their official statement. We regret to inform you that after careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to part ways with Lilou and Squirmimi. We would like to thank Lulu and Squirmimi for their time at Globie and appreciate the support they've received from their fans. We understand this news may be disappointing. We appreciate your understanding and continued support. Now on this one, they are extremely vague because they want to be, because they know they messed up. They know they screwed up, and I am pissed. Rarely do I get this way, but I am very angry at this. Because here is the issue. Is people, of course, have taken the stance that, they messed up because they are in a corporation. They didn't want to act like they were in a corporation. Still wanted to act like they were indies. That is beyond the point. That is not even anywhere near here. That is neither here nor there. Yes, you may act a certain way, but you don't get fired for that kind of stuff. You only get fired from that kind of stuff from a bad company. So you can't go and defend them like this. Here is the things that we heard. Blazebook. It says the only thing I really have to say is, even if Globie is 100% in the right to terminate these talents, this is an awful display to everyone else in the company and future applicants. From how both talents have reacted, trouble with the management didn't start last night. You had time to terminate them in any other way. This wasn't just wrong to the talents either. This was wrong to the fans, who have a horrible experience with corporations and statements. It's disrespectful and awful to everyone. Your remaining talents, your staff, your fans, to them who even the mistakes are human beings deserve of grace. Yet they are deserving of grace. And that's where they messed up. I am just so sad that yet another thing couldn't be done with any consideration to the real important part of this entire thing. Not the money, the community. Without your community, honestly, without your community, Globie, you're done. You are lost as a company. I will not be talking about this anymore, and we'll go back to my borderline V-tweeter corner with my disco ball and puppy dog. We will be keeping vibes good and praying for anything good can come out of this. I'm going to make sure that at the very least they're called out for what's happening. Now here is a declaration that she mentioned, that Lilou mentioned on her stream. They actually, as said here, it says, Globie threatened to terminate Lilou if she didn't sign an apology saying she didn't have mob links based on her lore. Her lore says she has mob links. That is freaking lore. That is kayfabe. That is not real. Who the heck in this company thinks that lore means it's real? Who the hell goes in there and says, oh, your lore says you're part of the mob, so you must be part of the mob? Who the hell are these people? She said no. Mimi defends her. Both are fired. 1 year non-compete in their contracts, which is incredibly illegal in most large places. The EU especially is very protective about this stuff. You do not have these things. Non-competes, unless you are given, for example, where I'm at, the only way a non-compete can be viable and actually enforceable is if they give you compensation, a severance package. Let's say I work with Globie. They fire me. They give me a severance package of a year's worth of income on average, or $30,000, $40,000, say something like that. And they tell me you cannot be a VTuber for a year. Technically, that is an enforceable non-compete because that says, hey, we gave you $30,000 or whatever to not be a VTuber. We gave you money. We gave you compensation for this. You accepted compensation for this by this rule. We can enforce that. Now, if you just fire somebody and say, hey, you can never be a VTuber or for a year or whatever, nah, that ain't working, buddy. That's not going to work, and I'm glad it doesn't. I'm sorry I'm so fired up. This has me really ticked off. This is one of those times that, objectivity kind of flies out the window. I'm still objective about this stuff, but my feelings are going to be heard because I hate it when companies do this in the community, and I'm going to call them out whether I get banned from any of their discords or whether I get blocked by them. I don't care. Here is the actual letter that they told her, the confirmation letter. To Brave Group Europe Ltd, I hereby state that I understand and regret the great inconvenience I have caused your company through my actions, and I hereby pledge the following. I realize that I have behaved disrespectfully toward your company, and I promise never to do anything similar in the future. I have never had any ties to anti-social forces, the mob, etc., and I promise not to have any in the future. I consent to your company immediately terminating the contract if I cause any similar trouble in the future. I shall not disclose any information regarding this contract or this matter to anyone, including close relatives or friends. Furthermore, I shall not leak any information regarding this contract or any matter, including the contents of this agreement, to the internet, YouTube, Twitter, or any SNS other media. That only is enforceable, that only is able to be litigated and put to court if she signed it. She didn't, so that's why it's out there. I'm glad that she went out there and was like, hey, these people are assholes. I'm gonna call it like it is. These people are assholes. They think I'm part of the mob. I'm not gonna let this happen. So this is why she got fired. She got fired because she didn't want to kowtow to their stuff. So that's why she got fired. And according to other people, Squirmimi got fired because she went to defend Lilou. Bad thing about waking up this late is I'm getting so many wild stories, struggling to verify if it's real. Penumbral also went in here and said this is a dumb apology letter. According to everything that people are saying, Squirmimi tried to defend Lilou for this, saying, hey, she's not a part of this stuff either. And it looks like she got fired as well for that. Someone was on a power trip, and it really does annoy me. I asked to graduate. This is Sealy. Sealy is Squirmimi. As far as I can remember, Sealy is Squirmimi. It says, I asked to graduate after the disrespect you showed me continually and ran after you for days while being ignored, and I'm suddenly gone without any conversation or time or reason? Good job on breaching your own contract. Yeah, go to a lawyer and talk to them about it, because they can definitely be sued, and I hope you win. And of course, there's some times where it's like too much money to sue. I'm pretty sure you can get a GoFundMe, and I'm pretty sure people will give money. Hell, I don't have very much money to give, but I'll give you $10 for that kind of stuff, because I hate seeing this type of stuff. They deserve to go into court and lose and be embarrassed for what they've done. Bo is Olilu Lulu. Used to be Olilu Lulu. Bo is Lulu. And of course, we have Sealy, who is Squirmimi. I woke up to being spammed with messages by management, and now it's all gone. I didn't do anything. This is insane. Remember, they were fired and locked out of every single account. So they were fired and locked out. That's what it looks like right now. It's fired and just like, boom, everything's gone. They woke up to not being able to get into their accounts, not being able to get into their YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, any of that kind of stuff. So that's why they're talking here. And it says here, this is back in the day when Squirmimi could actually use their stuff. This Sluggies, something is happening. I'm scared. This is one of their last posts they were able to do before they were removed from their accounts. What's up? Oh, I assume something you can't speak directly on. The vagueness makes me worried. It was a vague one, but yeah. And here is, of course, something that happened in February 10th when I covered it. This is the apology that they made her do. Now we know Globie forced her to do the apology. I kind of had my thoughts before on this whole situation, but Globie absolutely forced them to do this apology. They forced them to do everything. I'm going through as much of this information as I can. I hope it doesn't seem too disorganized for you guys, but we're going through a little bit of the past here. And of course here, if you remember, this is Lilou, as I mentioned before, when this happened on the 19th. Voice acting is forever gone, things like that, because I guess she didn't want to sign that little apology saying she's not a part of the mob. All these things started happening. Everything is connecting. And this is, I was wrong. Bo is Squirmimi, and see, it's confusing. But here you go. Bo is Squirmimi, and Olilu is Sealy. My apologies for that. I got them a little bit confused. So here we go. I'm going to play a little bit of the recording. I hope you'll stay with me for the whole moment.
Hello. Hi. So I guess I'm indie now. Hi. So I got an email at 7. I got a message by one of my managers at 7 p.m. last night asking if I could join for a meeting, and I didn't see it until like 2 a.m. But like 10 to 11, which by the way they wanted to meet me at 11. I woke up at 10 to 11, and they said they were spamming me, saying like we need to meet, and I've been trying so hard to be a good worker. I don't know what I've done wrong. Please help me. Please help me, Sluggies. I don't know what I've done.
That is all I can hear right now because it is emotional. It's emotional hearing the pain in her voice, the pain that she's going through. This is someone who was working hard to make a community, to make something for herself, something for her sluggies, as she says, something for her community to grow. She loved her community, still loves her community, and she was just tossed aside, basically told, hey, we need to talk to you. And of course, she didn't see it for various reasons, but when they talked, basically, she's gone. Didn't really give her much information as far as I can tell. Just, she's gone. And she doesn't know what to do. She needs help. And of course, everyone, that's, you know, if you can help, that is what I would ask of you. I went somber compared to when I was angry before because I'm more sad for the situation happening at all. I'm more sad that they had to go through this type of pain. And I'm sure Lilou experienced the same thing. It's a sudden thing. You are basically separated from your community that you love so much. This is not the way to do things. You do not go and do this kind of stuff. You don't. Continuing on. Seeley says, I asked to graduate after disrespect you showed me continually and ran after you for days while being ignored. I'm suddenly gone without any conversation, time or reason. Good job on breaching your own contract, as I mentioned before. I'm a bit Seeley, be yapping in a few minutes. This has been removed from there, and so have all VODs been removed from Seeley and Hobo as well, or Bo, Hobo Barbie. Also has removed all mentions every recent broadcast that she's done. Which, you know, this one was done 3 hours ago. The one that we're talking about was done way before that, and that was removed. And she talks a little bit about it, and I'm just going to go over a little bit of what she's talking about here, about basically explaining a little bit. Let me let you hear it from her.
I signed the contract, you know. I was like, yeah, this sounds like an okay deal, central government from Nikkei.
Talking about Globie.
And then when they made me into a Nikkei,
and a VTuber,
they got me to sign another contract that says otherwise, and a few other things. I literally just misses this. Right, I am not as far as Bonnie in the story. Like, it's funny because I started playing before Bonnie, but the horizon of where Bonnie is the true Nikkei girly. But yeah, the central government from Nikkei lies. They tell a lot of lies and a lot of things.
Basically, what she's saying here, the contracts were a bait and switch. The contracts are absolutely a bait and switch. They tell you one thing and then make you sign another. And then you're just like, well, I do want to be a VTuber. So you sign it expecting one thing, but then like deep in the contract, things are buried where it's another thing. Seeley mentioned that as well. In the parts that I've been able to see, I haven't been able to find it anymore, but I was around during her actual situation and the VOD, etc. They explained a lot of stuff in there. It's unfortunate that they removed it, but you know, it's one of those things. People are responding. There's something in the air tonight, I swear. Sending support to everyone, whether your talent's affected by the crazy news lately. Bo, thank you to everyone who came to my aid when I was feeling blank. Self-deletion. As you can hear, I'm a lot calmer now. I generally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I literally owe you all my life. This isn't the end. This is a new beginning. She continues, Twitter won't let me change my username, so just know I'm as okay as I can be right now. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'm so sorry about all the stress, everyone. I really don't know why this has happened, and I'm going to try to look into a lawyer, which is very, very good idea to look into a lawyer. I'm going to pass out from stress and exhaustion, but please know I love you all, and I'll be back soon. This is a developing story. I am going to cover more if more comes out. This is not good. This is just, I don't get why they would do this. I don't get why people think this is a good idea to be this type of company, to do it in this type of way. And of course, I'm going to talk more about Brave Group itself and Globie in another section of, another part of another video. So wait for that. I will have that for you as well. If you remember when PixelLink did their whole thing of closing down and having to make their talents buy their stuff, I did cover how Daiya Fortuna was not able to do that and was in fact very sad about the situation that was going on because she was not going to be able to be Daiya Fortuna anymore because she was, she has a lot of people that she loves in that community. You feel, yes, as VTubers, we do get a little parasocial with our community because they're there with us all the time. Not parasocial as in like wanting to do anything with them, but parasocial as in like we're friends, we're with you, you're with us in good times and in bad. So Daiya Fortuna was able to buy it thanks to a generous gift from Zentreya. So Zentreya saw how much it was going to cost and decided, heck, I'm going to help her out. That is amazing. Of course, understand Zentreya can't do this for everybody, and it's not necessarily that everybody wants to keep their IPs anyways. Some of them did want to go indie, not necessarily because they couldn't buy it, but because they had their own decisions. But it's very nice for Zentreya to do this, and I say that because I say what I said before, because I know some people are going to be like, well, why didn't she help everybody? She can't. If she helps everybody, it's like $100,000. Who has that to just go and help everybody? It is, she has her reasons for helping, and I'm just very glad she was able to help anybody. Zentreya is like the best. She always helps the little guy. Once again, showing Zen is a treasure. Holy based. That must be what Daiya's announcement stream is about. And let's see what she actually has to say. There'll be a brief stream at 1 hour, 11 a.m. PST to discuss this. And it says, these past few weeks have been difficult for everyone. My own path forward was unclear well until today. Thanks for the generosity of Zentreya, I was able to buy the Daiya Fortuna IP and secure it for my own future. I now personally hold all rights and assets, and I will be operating from this day forward as an independent VTuber. I can't understate how grateful I am for this opportunity to continue as your always, sometimes, lucky card dealer. Thank you for your patience as always. Please continue to show your love and support for the PixelLink talents. Yes, support everyone who still is around until March 31st, when they are all gone, when unfortunately PixelLink is over. And of course, thanks Zentreya, so did Bonnie Barkswell, Elara, Rima, Miyu, Clotho, a lot of people. Thanks Zentreya, because oh my god, that's like Christmas. That's like a Christmas present right there. That is something that Daiya was very sad for not being able to do, and now she's able to be herself and be independent from PixelLink, any other agency. I don't think she's going to go to an agency ever again because, the way that things happened. But I'm very glad that she has this. Here is Salvi in editing, going and adding the part where Daiya was talking about this whole thing and being able to still be with everybody.
Going forward, I, again, own everything now. So my birthday, which is taking place very soon, this Sunday on the 2nd of March, will be entirely and completely operated by me, meaning that all of the support that I receive, including merchandise sales and things like that, all of that will be completely and entirely owned by me. So I will receive the funds from that, as well as Kawa, who's the merchandise producer.
And remember, Kawa did say that they were going to stay with them.
I was able to receive some funds that were going to go toward a model and a design for a new channel, because again, quite suddenly, I was made under the impression that I may not be able to, or may not have a model for very long, just because of, circumstances. I would like everyone to know that this does mean that Maya Moirai's model will no longer be Maya Moirai's model.
So yeah, basically she mentioned about, Zentreya and things like that, but it is very nice to see that she was able to have that smile on her face again and be able to help. And again, this is after, editing and everything like that. Wanted to add a little bit of context here. I do not know if this has to do with her suddenly joining Glitch Stars, but Mogughost is a guest at a convention at Anime Ottowa, or Anime Ottowa. The new guest ghost VTuber Mogughost is added to lineup. Get your tickets here at animeottawa.com/tickets, April 18th to the 20th, and the A Center. It's quite literally the EY Center. They are doing an amazing job. I hope Glitch Stars helped them with this, because that means that the company that she joined is actually going to be helping her out. So that is amazing, and that is a good reason to join an agency or a group or a management group or whatever it ends up being. Love the way her model just has a prominent blush sticker, makes her cuter. Yes. I wanted to know what to call that. Blush sticker makes sense. Says big dubs. Hope she has fun. And here is the original one here. Of course, people are responding. Yes, this is fire. Of course, it is great that now that Mogughost has decided to come back. Of course, Mogughost used to be Victoria from Nijisanji EN. She retired from there, graduated from there, and is doing her own thing now. And I'm very, very glad that Mogughost is getting these amazing wins just so soon after coming back. Mori Calliope, Mori Calliope, however you want to call her, just don't call her mommy, because she doesn't like that. Call her dad or whatever, just don't call her mommy. She had her concert recently. Concert in Los Angeles. A sold out concert in Los Angeles. Here, as you can see, it is a fully sold out, standing room only, full thing, a concert, of course, because the sides, they aren't, if you have like a live concert, it's fine, but these sides here, because of the screen where you're going to be watching, the sides aren't sold out. Where you're starting to see people here is where it's starting to get sold. The ground floor is always sold out too. because angles. You have to remember this. I've been to Miku concerts. This is all because of viewing angles of the screen. You can get ghosting and other things when you aren't viewing it at the right angle. Here we go. Doing some rock in there. Of course they're having their intro with everything. All the messages. All the messages from fans, everything like that. And of course, they're at the arena. You can tell that, look, it was a packed house. Love it. Everyone's excited. Everyone's like, look at that, man. They're just really excited. So of course I can't show all of it, but I'm gonna show little pieces here. The pen lights, gotta love it. Holy moly, they've improved the deadbeats. That is improved 3D there. And of course, as with every single live concert that they have here, Suise's, Marine, right now Calli, live band every single time. What that does is it makes it feel more like an actual concert and less like you're viewing a video. So that, I like that. And of course, they made Mori, the deadbeats, everything a little bit bigger for perspective and for, you know, people in the back to still be able to see them, that kind of thing.
All right, everybody, all together now. Come on. Clap, 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 clap.
That were going on here, right? We weren't sure if the concert was going to be able to be held safely. But you know what? At the end of the day, right, we thought we have to do this concert. If we can do something to cheer people up, right? Cheer you guys up and do something fun together and, you know, get back to thinking about fun shit, right? Yeah.
And of course, what she's talking about is Los Angeles did suffer a lot of fires. So they didn't know whether they were going to be able to actually go to the venue and do it safely, if the fires were going to be done, finished, etc. So they were working on, maybe they were canceling, maybe they were going to push it back, you never knew. But luckily, they were able to finish it. Calli had an amazing concert from what you can tell from the free section. This is a free preview. The concert continued for another like hour and a half after this free preview. And I am very glad that she was able to have this amazing time with all of the deadbeats. Welcome back, everybody, to the Vtuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? I do this because I want it to be a positive space for everybody, a place where I can lift people up and lift other VTubers up. Today we're talking about Biibiku, Tailverse, unrebrand, work in progress. And here we have their Twitch side, which of course has, you know, some clips that we're going to go over. And it says, a Leviathan just waiting to pull you under. Don't go too far into the waves. And here we go. This is their clip that I want to show you guys. It says, Abbott extracted. Oh no. Oh dear. He got extracted because he was in there. How the heck did that happen? This is content warning, of course.
I need you to clip this.
That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Once again, this is for Biibiku, who is a wonderful VTuber. Of course, thank you so very much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I will, of course, try to, at the very least, have their channels down below, at the very least, their ads. And I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.